I'd like to welcome you to Fall 23, 9-week IS 15. Um, it's going to be quite the adventure. I understand it's going to be quick. Um, I have made some special arrangements that I usually don't do for a typical 18-week class, and we're going to dive into it and talk about it. Okay, I'm going to share my screen first, and then we'll have question and answer towards the end. Forbes, you okay? Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do this one. Share it. All right. As you can see here, this is the class website. We have the syllabus, which hopefully all of you have gone through already. It's just right there. You click on it and you can read it. We have our modules. That is really where everything in this class happens. All my directions, everything that's going to happen for the week. We'll go into that in just a second. This is on your left. This is your Connect, and this is your SimNet. These are two ebooks that you buy at the Clovis bookstore. You can buy at the Clovis bookstore online, and you can work out a deal. I can't help you with this, but usually sometimes they will send you the codes through the district email. The nice thing is, do not purchase them. They're two ebooks that come together for, I think it's $107 plus minus tax. So it works out about 107. I'm not sure totally what it is right now, but I know it's 105, and that's both. And all you're going to get is cards. You're not going to get textbooks. So when you go to the bookstore at Clovis, if that's the method you want to do, you'll go to the counter and ask for my book cards, my ebook cards. And it looks like one card, but it's actually two inside, and you scratch off one on the inside and they'll give you the code, and then inside the other one is the code. So you just come in here and you click right here. There's plenty of directions in the website on how to do it. They will give you 11 days head start. So they let you do it for free for 11 days. And then it won't delete your work. It'll just stop you right there at 11 days until you get the cards, the codes. You put them in and you'll continue from that point forward. So that's a nice thing that we've talked them into. So this is when you look for the ebook, this is what we're talking about. There's two, one for Connect and one for SimNet. I will only help you if you're having problems at the Clovis Community Bookstore. That's the only place to get it that I know of. If you go someplace else and buy one by itself and then the other one, I can't help you with that. It might work, might not. I shop this out. This is really one of the best buys you can get out there on the market. So we'll go with that. So now everybody knows what the Connect and the SimNet is. Secondly, a big part of my class is clicking right here under calendar. And when you come to calendar, you're going to be able to see everything in my class. I've got everything listed, when things are coming, and when there are due dates. As you see here, our final is the 8th. We have a chapter 4. All this is going to be on for you in advance. If you want to work on it in advance and get ahead, you are able to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go back into our course. And as I go into our course, the second place besides the calendar and this McGraw-Hill and SimNet is we hang out a lot in, hopefully in grades too, but modules. The modules are set up. Here's the pre-class information that hopefully everybody's looked over because you got here. And then you go through all this information, and you got to get little checks at the bottom of the page when you click on it. Let's go and look at one. Once I've known you've seen it and it loads, it talks about the textbook. See, there's more material stuff, which we'll get into too. And you say next, and it'll keep going. So when you go into modules, you're aware of what you've done and what you still have to do. This one you have to post before the rest comes on. So I kind of pace you a little bit and you keep going down. Once you hit the resources, then we start actually week 1 and we go all the way through. Okay. What else do I want to do? Okay. Here's this week. I mean, I've got everything pretty much listed out. I'm kind of giving you week 1 and week 2 are kind of duplicates of each other because I understand trying to get everything, get it onto your computer. So really the only thing that is due is this orientation quiz, syllabus orientation quiz that you find right here, and a discussion question about you. That's what's due this week. I personally would also dive into chapter 2. I would look at getting my textbooks all set up, my ebooks, all set up, working on chapter 2 and in SimNet Windows, which we will get to in just a second. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like from your end. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave the student view, and you're going to get to see all the junk that I have in the shell waiting for you. So in the orientation, you go through all this orientation, and there's some resources here and a wrap up in the syllabus. So let's look at the week 1, which is this week still too. We're going to go in and start right here at 1.0. What are we going to do? What are we going to learn? What's due this week? What I just told you. We're going to go next. And as you see, it's going to load, talking about this meeting that we have right here. And as you go through and progress through this, it's going to talk, okay, here we go, setting the stage for success. Okay, make sure you have your calendar. Make sure you have Office up. If you don't know how, it's all right here and in my syllabus. And I will be sending out more and more videos on how to get the proper version of Office out. If you have to troubleshoot it, I can help you right here. Okay, for some reason, if you follow the steps and download it for free from the district, going into your email and following some of the stuff, the little up in the corner, you click on a box and you can download it and blah, 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 blah. And it still gives you problems. I say log into your email, come into Canvas, click right here, and it should take you right to where you need to go. We scroll down, some help for online classes. Now, here we go. It says, we're working on it right here, chapter 2. I have my lecture notes all done for you. You can fill in off of my lectures. So watch, if I click right here, hopefully this will work, watch it not work. Brings up every lecture that you're going to have for this class. It's also going to have my lecture notes that you can print off and use on a quiz. They just have spaces that you fill in from my lectures. You say, oh, wow, Mr. Neighbors, you have lectures, right? Yep, I do. Here they are. Same place. I can watch the lectures right here. So I look at it. Wow, look at that. It's right here. So if I click on here, wait for a second. This is going to spin a little bit. It's okay. It'll be fine. If it doesn't work for you, probably because there it goes. So this comes up and you just hit play. It's going to talk about the chapter. As you see here, it's kind of everything. It's all ready to go. And my notes align up with that. So now I'm going to go back into modules, back to where I was. We're still on chapter 2, 1.3, looking at it. So we need to get in and we need to do this stuff. We also need to go into SimNet and do the smart books. And we have to do the quiz. Well, what is that, Mr. Neighbors? So smart books and connect. So I go right in here to connect. This pops open. I'm going to go in as a teacher originally. And what's going to happen is I'm going to switch to student view, which is a total different view. Okay, now this is what it's going to look like to you. What you want to do is, so look at chapter 2, everything's listed. So I click on chapter 2. Look, there's my smart book. I come out here and I start it, click, and I'm ready to go. When I'm done with that, I've watched my notes. I looked at my notes. I looked at Mr. Neighbor's lecture. I can go in and take the quiz. Okay. Has dates ready. Each chapter is the same way. There's a smart book and a quiz. A smart book and a quiz. Midterm. Smart book and a quiz. Smart book and a quiz. Smart book and a quiz. That is Connect. Okay. Close this. So now you know, as I load this back up, as soon as I finish that, I go to the next one. This is just for this. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to look at, my SIM network. That's the other one. I should be working on SIMnet training. Talks about what you need to do for Windows, how it works, what's going on. Make sure that you have Office again. If you need help, each of them are listed at the bottom, how to get help and Connect. Now this one's for SIMnet. So on your own, you're supposed to be working in Connect and SIMnet at this point. Congrats. You got to the end of the lecture. Due this week is the discussion. Okay. And this should be the syllabus exam. Now we go to week 2. So this is kind of the way it goes through the whole entire 9 weeks. Now, you're going to have to push yourself. And what I would say, I've told you a little bit ago, I have turned on all tests and everything. So you can rock and roll through this whole thing at your own pace. I will send you information. I will send you emails, but you're going to have to go through everything because I'm watching it and I'm looking at things when you don't click on them. So most that's going to happen is going to be some discussion questions in here and then some Connect and some SIMnet. Is the $105.50 ebook books that you buy at the Clovis bookstore worth it? Yeah, it's probably a good 50% of this class, except for the communication. It's going to go back and forth through discussions. Again, it'll be a single card. It looks like a single card in plastic, sealed plastic. When you open it, there will be 2 cards in there, one for SIMnet and one for Connect. Do make sure that you go over your syllabus. Okay. Syllabus is a big one. You get it right there. I will connect with you. I will send you videos basically on Connect, how to do it, and how to do SIMnet in modules. If you look there, I forgot to show you the Connect one. When you're in Connect for week 1, you'll see at the bottom, I have help as well, where to purchase the codes, how to utilize the purchase codes. And if you click here, it's going to show you how to do it, what to do with it. So it's all set out and driven to help you. Learning Connect. If you click on this link at the bottom, it's going to show you how to get started, how to do everything that you need to do. Okay. Completing assignments, accessing the ebook. It's going to show you everything that you, look at tech support down here at the bottom too, even more information. So I'm going to turn off my share here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up for some questions. That's kind of my class. It's 9 weeks. We're going to move fairly quick. I'm willing to work with you. If you miss a deadline, just email me. We're going to figure something out. Don't disappear. I mean, if you disappear on me and all of a sudden you want to do all this stuff the last week, I'll probably say yes, knowing that you're not going to be able to finish it. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to do whatever I can. Email me through the Canvas email. That's the best way to do it. If you email me any other way, it's going to get lost into my, my district email. And boy, you don't want to go there because I get so much email every day. All right, I'm opening it up for whoever has questions. Just there's a little button at the bottom. You can add a little raise your hand. I can call on you, or you can just start talking, whatever you want to do. Anybody have any questions?
So, quick question actually. You were saying we have to buy the cards and we have to go into the school bookstore and buy them, or we can buy them online as well.
You can buy them from the Clovis online. I have a link on everything in here.
Okay.
But you need to work out. I would call them and say, hey, here's the deal. I have 11 days once I log into this site until I'm desperately need these codes. Can you email me the codes right now and to my district email that's a little more safer and secure? and work a deal out with them. If not, they can put it in the United States Postal Service mail, and I'm not sure when it's going to get there. But just so you know, you can order it one of two ways.
Okay. Sounds good.
But always
Thank
through
you.
the Clovis bookstore. I mean, not because they're always the best. I negotiated a heck of a deal.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Any other questions out there? I know you'll have more as it goes. I'll continue sending videos out, and if I can, I'll just have a random open Zoom night where you can afternoon just can text me or get on Zoom and we can figure out stuff. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to stop recording.